Hello there.
Hi.
Welcome to Bowl Chat.
Bowl Chat.
Don't want you to be confused. Just so you know, this is Bowl Chat.
This is the sister podcast of the main show of serial killers. I'm Scotty B, and that's Andy. This is the sister podcast. Just want to make it clear, you won't hear any serial on this episode. We're gonna, just chat about things, about life.
Cool. I mean, if you just want to take the whole show, go.
If I want to take the whole show, go?
I just don't want new listeners to be confused. That's all. Because, we have all kinds of promotion now, and people are looking for serial podcasts, and here they are. What?
Who said that?
What? That's the stupidest one you have.
Who said that?
It doesn't even make any sense.
It does.
Anyway,
who said that?
People are coming here looking for Count Chocula.
Who said they were confused?
Lucky Charms, and then they're like, oh, Scott's talking about a party he went to. You know what I mean?
Who said that?
It's in the texts.
We don't even have texts.
Okay, you stop it. Just turn it off. Turn it off. Today is Wednesday, December 15th. We're halfway through December. Welcome aboard. This is Bowl Chat. All right?
Where we talk about things that are not cereal related, but somehow always food related.
Can we talk about plungers? That's food related because it plunges stuff that you've eaten.
Okay.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
So Amy literally just called me. Okay. She's going to somebody's house because somebody blew up their bathroom.
Yikes on
and
bikes.
They do not have a plunger.
Have you heard that on Happy Endings, by the way? Yikes on bikes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stole that from them.
By the way, you've stole a lot of stuff from
I
them.
told you half of my humor is based off of that show.
So you don't have any of your own. That's interesting.
Zero thoughts in my head.
So anyway, Amy brought our plunger over to this person's house to clear up their blown up toilet. Now, I don't want that plunger back. So
You don't want a plunger that someone else used?
no.
Have you ever had a roommate?
Yes?
Okay. And did you have a plunger with said roommate?
I don't remember, but there's other people's poop in the underside of that plunger.
Okay. Again, if you've had a roommate, then you would have had a plunger.
It doesn't matter. I don't want somebody else's poopicles in my plunger, so you keep it and buy it from us, and we'll just get a new one.
It's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Why? I don't want a plunger back. There's lots of things that other people can use that I don't want back.
I mean, I would say if
you borrowed my underwear, I don't want it back.
I know we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
I don't see what the big deal is. I don't mind that at all.
Someone else's poop in your house?
Yeah, I mean, people have pooped in your toilet before.
Okay, so if I had to plunge someone else's poop, I'd throw the plunger away, get a new one.
So you really think someone's been to your house?
Yeah.
And then...
Who's calling, Andrew? What's more important than this? I hate it so much. Would you turn the phone over?
We literally had to stop and not record because you were on a phone call.
Oh, you could have recorded it. We were talking about plungers. I don't care. That's life.
Okay, as I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You have definitely had people come to your house and ask to use a plunger before.
No, never happened.
No one's ever clogged a toilet in your house.
There's been no foreign poop plunged. Nope.
How do you know?
Because I hold the plunger.
You hold the plunger?
That's right.
So you literally walk into your house and it's like an umbrella?
Yep.
You have a whole plunger little thing?
Over my shoulder.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
So you gave that plunger to someone else. If I'm understanding the story correctly.
Yes, Amy is currently taking that plunger to somebody else's house to use because they don't have one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't want it back. I don't want poop transported in the car. I don't want it back in my hall closet. I don't want any part of it. I would just keep it there, enjoy it. My gift, actually. It is my gift to you. Take my plunger. I'll get a new one.
Why do you think they want your poop stick?
Because they don't have one.
So they're just going to, they willingly are going to be like, oh my God.
Yes, because most people are not as crazy as me. Do you understand that? They'll use other people's plungers. I won't. This is a dumb conversation, Andrew.
So you're really trying to sell me right now on the fact that you think that, like, this is a thing.
Cracker Barrel.
Like, you really think people are going to be like, oh yeah, Scott's right.
I think that there are plenty of people out there listening right now that are going to be like, I don't want other people's poop in my plunger and I don't want it back. I think there are plenty of people. I think it's split 50-50, actually. I really do.
I don't.
I do.
There's no way in hell. Not even close. Because if people come to your house and they have an unforeseen accident, then they're going to use your plunger.
Not if I don't allow it.
You would be that person.
I hold the plunger.
You would be that person.
Well, then I would throw it out and get a new one. Okay, whatever, or take it home as a parting gift. You pooped, take it.
Yeah, that's not embarrassing.
No.
Hey, I clogged your toilet. Okay, well, you could keep it. Make sure you walk out of my party right now holding it.
That's right.
That's not embarrassing.
I'll even bronze it for you as a trophy.
I wouldn't be surprised. Something tells me it afterwards would be. So you would touch it afterwards.
The stick,
to
sure.
bronze it.
The stick, yeah. I have a bronzing machine in the basement.
What do you think that is carrying that you can't have it back in your house?
Germs, disease. It's no different than when I'm walking the dog. I will pick up his poop, no problem. Put my hand right in the bag, pick it up the whole 9 yards. But if someone else says, hey, can you pick up my dog's poop? Nope, I'll throw up. I don't know.
Wait, you throw up from your own dog's poop?
No, from another dog's poop.
So you can't pick up another dog's poop?
I cannot. I've tried it, and I can't.
You are such a child.
Why?
You are such a child.
I can't control these things, Andrew.
Scott, you can.
It's in my DNA. It's just the way I am.
There's something's off in the DNA then.
You're right. There's nothing I can do about it, though.
Yes, you can.
I have a friend that comes over. He has this big dog every once in a while. He's like, hey, man, can you get that? I'm like, nope, can't. You have to do it. I can't pick up your dog's poop.
What?
Even with a pooper scooper. Nope. But normally what I do is when I walk Sawyer, I'll put my hand in the bag, pick it up, turn it inside out. So I do feel the warmth or cold if it's been there a while.
Okay, we don't.
See, look at you gagging.
Because
see?
But I'd still clean it up.
Would you pick up Luna's?
Yes.
Would you pick up Sawyer's?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Okay, well then you're different than me.
I think a lot of people are. I think you're in the small, minuscule minority.
Let me ask you this. Could you change a random baby's diaper? Random. You're not related, don't even know the kid.
Yeah.
Some mom comes up to you and says, here, change this.
I mean, I wouldn't be good at it. I mean, I've only changed a handful of Tiana's diapers, but...
And what happens when your nail goes in it?
So did you never change one of your own daughter's diapers?
Okay, well, this is another story for another time, but I'm just telling you that
Did you change your daughter's diapers?
It took a while. It took a good 2 or 3 months.
That was one of the things that, like, Pat and Renee made it, like, very clear when they had my goddaughter Tiana. They were like, all right, go do it. You're changing a diaper. I was, like, thrown right in.
I mean, with Cooper the second, it was fine because I knew what to expect. But with Ashley, when she was... And I feel terrible. What an awful dad I am. But for the first month or two, I remember the first time that Amy said, you got to change that diaper. And I put on a mask and surgical gloves, and I was like,
oh my God, I can't.
And I opened it, and I was like, oh, and I ran out of the room. And Ashley was crying, and I watched the video now, and I feel like the worst dad ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great by any means.
No, but then I got with it, and I figured it out, and I did it.
Yes.
You know?
I'm happy that you did it. So you're saying if you had...
I don't enjoy
like,
it.
when you become a grandparent one day...
Ooh.
If you become a grandparent one day...
I will.
Then are you not going to change your own grandchild's diapers?
No, I will.
There
I will.
You go.
I will.
And I'm sure you have nieces or nephews. Have you changed their diapers?
I hope they don't have boys. The balls, the whole thing. I don't want to deal with that, I don't think.
So you don't want your daughters to have boys?
Nah, poop under the balls.
But then they get to... Okay, why are you always going to the most nastiest things?
I don't want to deal with that. How do you clean that up?
Easy, with a wet wipe.
No.
The baby wipes.
I can't.
Okay. Well, as I'm trying to say...
Yeah.
So you've never... Don't you want your name to carry on?
Of course.
So then they need to have
a boy. It won't.
boy.
I'm done. I have 2 girls. The name's going nowhere. I'm done. There's no more B.
Oh, yeah, if they get married.
Unless they hyphenate.
Yeah.
You know, which they might if they marry someone with a dumb last name.
What to you is a dumb last name?
What was that show we watched? Happy Endings.
Yeah.
Wasn't the guy's name Hitler?
Oh, yeah, that was...
Remember?
Yeah.
So I don't think we'd be taking that name.
No.
Especially us.
Yeah.
You know. So, anyway.
Wow.
Diapers.
Yeah.
What got us here? Oh, plungers. Yeah. Oh, that was I remember that one time when Ashley was a baby. Well, she couldn't have been. She was a toddler, but she was still in diapers. And she came running down the hallway not wearing a diaper. And we're like, because they would take them off sometimes. And you'd find poop on the wall, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So she came running down the hall, no diaper. We're like, okay, where is it? Where'd you take it off? Couldn't find it anywhere. She didn't really talk yet, I don't think. So we couldn't find it anywhere. Well, no, if she was running, she could talk. I don't know. Whatever it was, she was still wearing diapers. I don't recall exactly what happened. All I know is, long story short, she flushed it down the toilet.
What? Her underwear?
The diaper.
Oh, no.
You can't do that.
No.
So, of course, the toilet got clogged, and it was a whole thing. I thought the toilet was going to explode. We had to call the service to come over, and they fished out this poop diaper. Disgusting.
Okay.
Wait, did I curse in this one, or was it the last one? I'm so confused. I know I have to edit something. What was the last thing?
In the last
serial
one.
killers. All right, never mind.
You got to edit that.
I will.
You're going to edit it?
Yeah, I have to. I can't leave that in.
Yeah, unless I put an explicit next to it.
I don't like that. Not family friendly.
Yeah, no, we got to stay family friendly. That's why we talk about poop and diapers.
Well, I mean, everybody poops.
Yeah.
Everybody wore diapers at some point. Yeah, I have that. I have that book. Everybody pees, too.
I feel like I wish I brought a board game. That'd be fun to play.
Listen,
or a card game. Oh, yeah,
on.
that would be so much fun.
Listen to me. The time comes when we have to play a game to take up time. This podcast is over.
So are you telling me that on the radio show that we both work on, when they do a match game or play the 5?
Well, no, that's
so
different.
They can play games there.
No.
But the minute we have to play a game here,
I'm talking about
it's over.
On the 15-minute morning show when they play like Hot Pants or whatever that card game is, or A-Hole or whatever that is. Another game they play. No, that's all time filler. That is time filler because you have nothing else to talk about. When you play card games, yeah. The stuff on the big show is contests so people can win money. But when amongst in the room they play card games, butthurt, that is time waster.
I'm over it.
That's right.
I'm too good for that.
It has nothing to do with being too good, but once you need to like do something else other than the podcast to take up time, then it's over.
Well, do you actually even play board games? Something tells me your brain can't handle it.
Of course, I'm a whiz at Monopoly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you played Catan?
No, that's like a Dungeons and Dragons basement game.
It's really not.
I don't understand all that.
It's literally just trading resources for things.
That's like the game of life, right?
No.
Oh.
It's not even close to the
I
game
need
of
something
life.
like Trouble with the Popper and the Perfection where the thing pops up and goes all over the place, or spinny wheels or dice or something. I need something. I got to throw something or pop something or whatever. You know?
Okay.
Roll something.
I would love to play Catan.
Spin something.
I would love to play Catan with you.
No, that's time waster.
If we're playing a board game, I could easily play a board game and also do this. There are board game podcasts I listen and watch.
Okay, that's cool. There's actually a card game we do like. I just bought it. We played it a couple of weeks ago.
They have a Catan card game.
It's called Joking Hazard. It's very funny. It's little illustrated things, and you put them in order to make words, not words, but like scenarios.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's actually fun. It's an adult party game.
Oh. Who do you play it with?
Adults.
Oh.
Yep.
And adults only?
Yeah, I don't think kids could play it.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
Yeah. Well, that's like Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
When
that
it
was really
first
good.
came
Remember
out,
that?
it was a lot of fun.
There's like 700 expansion sets now.
I know. Because they pretty much just put whatever is in their mind on a card.
Some of that stuff is really filthy.
Yeah.
That's the way life used to be. Remember? Just life was like that, and it was okay. Now everyone's offended by everything.
Like what?
Everything.
Like what?
Like if you read any of those cards, there are plenty of people that are like, oh, you can't say that. It's offensive. Oh, my goodness. No. My child has that. Whatever, you know? So, like, you can't joke about things.
Do you still play it?
Yeah, I'll play it, no problem. No, things don't offend me. There's nothing that you could say to me that I'd be like, oh, I'm calling HR. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You could call me any name in the book. You could say you're this, you're that. I don't care. Why are people so offended by everything? Who cares? Just laugh at yourself, you stupid a-holes. It makes me nuts.
Wow.
Seriously.
I didn't know you felt this way.
I do feel this way. It makes me crazy. You see the texts that come in every morning. Oh, don't say that. Shut up. Sorry. How'd we get here?
You took a hard left.
I don't know. You make me nuts.
I was talking about simple board games and Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, that's
and how
right.
it gets a little boring, and then you said, no one could say anything anymore without getting offended.
It's true. It's true. Oh, cancel. Cancel me.
If
Cancel.
you've already...
Cancel.
But if they sell it at Target still,
Yeah.
then it's not canceled.
Well, maybe we need to get on the bandwagon, Andrew, and we need to cancel Cards Against Humanity.
It already
Hashtag
exists.
Cancel them.
It already exists.
What, a cancel thing for them?
Yeah, they've tried multiple times, and it never happens.
Good.
I love the owners of Cards Against Humanity because...
We should protest outside of Target. Big signs.
Just Target.
That's right. They sell the most of them.
Just one Target.
I researched.
Just the two of us standing outside of Target.
Yep.
Mine's going to be, I'm with this guy. Just
That's
holding
right.
a sign that
That's
says,
right.
I'm with this guy.
That's right.
And it'll just be you standing angrily out there. This is a party game for people that don't get offended.
That's right, it is. Anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You were about to say something.
I was saying after a while that game, it's funny at first, and then towards like the 5th or 6th round, you're just pretty much sitting there and you're like, okay, wow, you said the thing.
Here you go. I got a
You
game.
did the thing.
It's Monster Crunch, the breakfast battle game. One of our listeners sent it.
Sorry, I need to go on Board Game Geek right now to see what it gets at its rating.
Well, it's actually terrible.
Wait, you played it?
I haven't played it, but I opened it and I read it, and I was like, wait a minute. This has nothing to do with breakfast cereal. Why is it a monster cereal game? Why?
I don't know.
I mean, there's Count Chocula. Oh, wait, we can't talk about cereal here?
We can. I don't
It's
care.
a game, though. It's a game. It's not...
Monster Crunch gets, a 6.4.
Out of?
Out of 10.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's 100. What?
Yeah, Scott. 6.4 out of 100.
Sorry, I don't frequent the best board game website.
Well, maybe you should. It only takes 20 minutes to play.
Because it's garbage.
Is it like...
Which monster can eat the most cereal? But it's not. I thought it was like trivia questions about breakfast stuff, and it's not.
No.
At all.
Yeah, people are saying... they're saying they hoped that the cards would smell like the cereals, and they
I don't care what it smells like. I want it to be about cereal, and it's not.
Nope. Maybe we should sign the box and then give it to somebody.
Maybe we should just sell it on eBay.
Yeah, right now it's going for $5, so good luck with that.
One of our listeners sent that. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
Thanks for thinking of us. But we had it already.
You had it.
I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you buy things like that.
Well, because I thought it was going to be cool and fun about cereal. I love monster cereals. Count Chocula is one of the best cereals of all time.
Yeah.
In my book.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
We don't have any fun food to eat this time. We said that we were always going to come here and eat a good food.
This was an impromptu session.
Yes.
We weren't going to do this.
Yeah.
So I would have brought something. I bet you there's something sitting out there. There's some other flavored chips out there. No, please don't. I don't want it.
Or there's the donuts.
It's all but that's not bad.
I know, but there's at least something.
We want gross things.
Yeah, I don't always want to eat a gross thing.
Well, we don't have to eat anything this time around.
Okay. You don't want a donut?
No.
You've already had 2 of them.
No, I only ate the cream.
Yeah, out of 2 donuts. Right. So that's 2 donuts.
So what else is going on?
You had 2 donuts.
Oh, we went to a fun dinner party Saturday night.
Nice.
Yeah. It was interesting.
Okay.
It was a 50th birthday party for 2 friends of ours. And there was a chef there cooking dinner. And it was, what's his name? Vito from The Sopranos?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Johnny Cakes.
Yes.
Joe something or other.
Something Italian.
And the food was delicious. The only thing I have to say is that it took way too long. We were supposed to get there at 5:30. Wait, no.
I can't. You would be the person that goes to a dinner party.
I was
and
not.
Then afterwards, it's like, it was great. But it took a little long for my liking.
I was not the only one. People's heads were bobbing. I'm going to tell you. We got there at 5:30. Okay, the appetite drinks, great. The appetizer. I even had 3 beers that night.
Wow.
That's how long we
were
waited.
Drunk.
I was 3 cans Sam that night. So
3 cans Sam?
Well, yeah. They call me 2 cans Sam because after 2 cans, I'm done.
Who calls you this?
Matt.
The same Matt that's apparently our number 1 only listener that you ever talk to.
I didn't say he's the only listener.
On.
He's a huge fan.
Yes, and I've said I think he's great.
He actually told me that the way this Roadcaster thing,
yeah.
He's like, it sounds good, but it's cleaner when you edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to edit them.
Not this thing.
Yeah, you don't do bowl chats.
No, bowl chat I don't care about.
Yeah, you don't.
No. Anyway, so we're at this party. We get there at 5:30, drinks for a little while, whatever. The appetizers come out like 45 minutes later. They were delicious as all hell. Stuffed mushrooms, the whole 9 yards. Some of it was a little bit too prosciutto, all that stuff. I don't eat that.
I'm sorry, prosciutto?
Yeah, yes.
What's a prosciutto?
Whatever. All the Italian meats and whatnot. I don't really eat that stuff.
Well,
what?
Why? That's the best part of any Italian meal.
Very fatty.
That's fatty.
Yes.
You just sucked cream out of 2 donuts and you're going to talk to me about what's fatty?
You could see it in the salami. The white chunks, that's all fat. You could see it.
Dude, you literally sucked cream out of 2 donuts and you're going to tell me that a piece of sopressata or a pepperoni is too much for you?
I must correct you. I spooned it out of the donut with a spoon after scraping the frosting off and eating that.
And prosciutto I'm thinking bruschetta. Do you do bruschetta?
No, I don't like that.
It's a little piece of toast with tomatoes?
I'll eat the toast, but I don't like the stuff on top.
You don't like tomatoes?
There's onions in there.
So you don't like onions?
And the green thing. What's the green thing?
Cilantro?
I don't like cilantro. Is the devil. I don't like that.
So you don't eat the meats. Do you eat any of the cheeses?
Sure, I like the cheeses, but not the soft ones. You know that. I don't eat the bries or the goats or any of that.
Okay, brie that is a crime.
I know. Baked brie, the whole thing. I get it.
With jam?
With the fig thing.
Yes.
Dates, whatever it is. Okay, great. I'm glad people like it. I don't. Not going to say it's gross because obviously people like it. I don't enjoy it.
I just can't believe you would go, have you been to an Italian wedding?
I'm sure I have. Yeah, I was at one time and they said they had shrimp and it had the shells on it. And they said that it wasn't peel and eat, and I'm telling you it was.
So if you go someplace and they have the whole spread, you have your meats, your cheeses, the breads, all this other stuff. Do you eat the olives? You probably don't.
I don't eat olives. I don't like the way they feel in my mouth. Metallic tasting. They hurt, especially those black ones. They hurt.
Something tells me that I feel right now like someone probably did when we did our disgusting dinner party, where it's something that like I love more than anything. Olives are my favorite.
No, none for me.
And
Amy
just-
likes them, but I'm not. It's a texture thing. Just like Cooper, she has a texture thing. She cannot eat anything like whipped cream anymore. After we traumatized her, spraying whipped cream down her throat.
Yeah, I mean, I would be traumatized too.
Who doesn't like whipped cream? It's delicious.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a close relative to ice cream, and she eats ice cream, right?
But like, do you eat pepperoni on a pizza?
I would never order it, but I would eat it if it was served to me. But I would dab it with a napkin. Very greasy.
Very greasy.
Yeah.
But let me just go spoon things out of donuts.
But see, that I can take care of because of the grease, I can dab it. It still tastes the same.
I've literally seen what you've eaten for breakfast here.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're like on a high horse right now being like,
There's
oh,
no
the
horse.
grease on a piece of pizza.
There's no horse.
Can't.
I bet you a lot of people dab their pizza.
I know
bet
people
lots.
dab their pizzas,
Yeah.
but you just went on before talking about how the Italian meats, you can see the fat in them. It's
Yeah,
gross.
that's right. I didn't say it was gross. I just said I don't eat it. I don't eat the meat. I'll eat it, but I don't want it. It's unhealthy.
That's not. You can't say it's not healthy when you eat lo mein for breakfast.
When do I have lo mein for breakfast?
Very frequently.
And you can't see the fat in lo mein.
I literally have an envelope right there saying that I'm buying you a hot open-faced turkey sandwich when you hit 210.
I'm close, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like 3 away.
So you can't say to me right here that you're this health nut.
I never said I was a health nut. Never claimed to be. I'm the furthest
It's
thing.
greasy.
Well-
It's fatty. I can't have that.
I'm just saying, if I can prevent a little bit of that from getting into my body, why wouldn't I? Then I can have 2 slices. If you dab and you get the oil off, have 2. Anyway,
Your logic, it's like I wish there was like a hammer because then I could just break my own skull at this point because nothing's making sense.
so the stuffed mushrooms were delicious. I had about 7 of them. That was so good.
So the breadcrumb and
vegetable.
stuffed mushrooms are fine.
Vegetable. It was a vegetable. So that was delicious. And there was lots of other really, really delicious appetizers. So then, after the appetizers are done, we wait an hour. I don't know, maybe 2 hours. Okay? And then some shrimp scampi comes out. So I get 2 shrimp scampi. It's great. They're delicious, but tail on, though. That's BS. When there's stuff on the shrimp, you shouldn't have to touch it. You know what I'm saying?
So you can't go someplace where they give you shrimp like in the shell.
Oh, I don't want to have to peel it.
But like you
Usually when it's all you can eat, it's in the thing, and you have to peel it.
so what
Because
if
they want
what
you
if,
to take more time so you eat less.
what if it's
What? It's true.
what if it's like the one where you just have to like pop it out of the tail?
Oh, that's fine. I'm spectacular at that.
Same. Do you like? Have you ever been to like a
Cocktail shrimp is my favorite.
have you ever been to like a boil?
boil?
Like a lobster?
Yeah. A lobster pot with the corn and the potato and the whole 9 thing in there. Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you like that?
Love.
Okay, there's a place in Jersey City. It's called Just Because, and I would love to go there with you.
But I don't ever order lobster. I
Then-
will eat it if it's given to me, but I don't say, yeah, I'm going to get that one right there. I don't eat lobster.
So just because
I'll eat it, but I won't.
Because what they do is they put it in a bag, and you can
Yeah,
get them
yeah,
peeled.
yeah.
And then I get the
You
because
boil it in a
sauce.
pot.
No, I get the because sauce on it with some rice, and I mix. It's delicious.
Okay.
We should go there.
Fine. Done.
Oh,
But
I
anyway,
love it.
I could live on cocktail shrimp. I would
Great.
eat
We've
them.
had this. We're
Right.
going to get some shrimp for the next time.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love shrimp. It's got to be
Love
good
shrimp.
stuff, though. It's got to be good, Andrew. It has to be good cocktail shrimp.
Well, you pick out the shrimp.
Because the stuff that's like been frozen for a long time and you just boil it, and sometimes it's
Yeah.
gross.
No,
You know, it's like slimy.
you find it, and we'll have it on this show.
Why do I have to find it?
Okay, then I'll find the shrimp.
Okay.
I just know if I find it, what's going to wind up happening is you're going to be like, ugh, this
You're
is
right.
gross.
You're right.
Whereas if you pick it out,
And it has to be the right cocktail sauce, too.
yeah, so you just do it, and
All
I'll
right.
eat them.
Okay.
I'll give you money.
Perfect.
Use the $20 I gave you from when you had Cheese Whiz in your mouth.
You know what we'll do? I'll use the 40 cents that we're going to make when we're back right after this.
Hold on. Just 1 second. We
Okay.
need to go to a quick
Okay.
commercial break.
And we're back.
Yay!
Did it work?
I think so.
$10 says it didn't work.
Okay.
I'll bet you a cocktail of shrimp that it didn't work.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so when there's stuff on the shrimp and you have to touch it with your fingers, there shouldn't be a thing on it. There should be no tail.
Okay.
You should be able to fork it. Because, you know, I have to put the fork like right where the tail meets the shrimp and get it right in that one spot with the fork and pull it out real quick. Because I don't want to touch scampi and get garlic all over my fingers. Stupid.
You don't do spicy foods either, right?
No, I've actually gotten a little bit spicier. Amy has spiced up my life.
What's the spiciest thing that you have?
Oh, I don't know. Remember that thing at Burger King we had last week? Those were pretty spicy.
Oh yeah, the ghost pepper nuggets.
Those are pretty spicy.
They were delicious.
Yeah,
I
like
was not going to get anything from Burger King, and then Scotty was like, "Come on, be fat with me."
Did not say that. I just said I need the chicken parm sandwich while it's still limited time.
This is another thing. Okay,
What?
so what else do you have to talk about with your dinner party?
Oh, I could go on and on, so we can interrupt.
No. You keep going.
Okay, so the shrimp, great. Had the shrimp. Then we waited for another hour, probably. Then he finally came out with this pasta with white clam sauce.
Ooh.
I never, ever have ordered that any time in my life, ever. I have no problem with it. It's just not something I would order.
Mm-hmm.
But so the thing is, though, Amy wanted grated cheese on it. And he's like, no cheese. And I was like, oh, my God, he's going to kill us, whatever. So we had cheese under the table. Like, somebody brought it out, and like 3 of us were sharing the cheese. Grated
cheese smuggling?
Yes, we were smuggling cheese under the table, and we put it on and mixed it in so we couldn't see because he came. I was like, how is it? I was like, oh, it's good. It's really good. And he got mad because one of the guys at the party had a full bowl of it. He's like, what's the matter with it? And he said, well, I don't like clam sauce, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't like it, so I got a bowl. And he wasn't happy with that. But anyway, so then another hour or 2 went by. While we're eating the pasta, the meat is still like in a package on the floor in a box. I'm like, what is going on? It's 10 o'clock and you haven't even opened the package of the meat yet.
So you've had 3 courses by this point.
If you want to call that a course, sure. Okay. They were all appetizers really until the pasta came out. All right. So then we waited another hour. By the way, this is no reflection of the hosts. They're wonderful people and good friends, and we love them. They didn't know this was going to go like this. And at this point, people are falling asleep on the couch. I walk in the room, there's like bodies everywhere.
That's like Christmas.
Yeah.
For me, or Thanksgiving.
But that's after you've eaten.
Yeah, that's
right?
True.
Okay, so finally the meat comes out, and then he had these potatoes and squash, and I wasn't so fond of the string beans because they were raw onions, big long red raw onions in it. So that was weird.
If you brought a red onion here, I could eat it.
We'll do that next week. I have to wear goggles. I have to wear goggles though.
I can eat if you have not the papery part. I don't like that.
I know.
I could bite into a red onion.
Shut up. My dad can do that too. Yellow though.
Yellow. I'm not the biggest. I'm more of a red. I love the taste of a red onion.
Ugh, my dad
it's terrible
always
for your breath.
Stinks of onions. My dad, he stinks of onions. He could eat an onion like an apple.
I don't smell like onions, so I'm okay with it.
It's gross. Anyway, so also there was garlic bread with cheese and whatever. Everything was really, really, really good. But it just took forever. And then, then we waited, then the dessert, and we didn't get out of there till after midnight.
Oh, wow.
We got there at 5:30 and we left after 12.
That's long.
Insane. I don't eat that late ever.
Yeah.
But it was delicious.
I could see Amy being like, this is fun, and you being like, I'm tired.
No, that's not true. No,
it reversed?
was. We had we had a good time.
Good.
I was not a downer. I was none of that. You got wah, wah, wah here, whatever. Because I was not that.
I could just, I do have that. You were not a Debbie Downer.
That's right. I was a party.
I don't think that's very party-ish.
Whatever. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. And it's cool because, I guess these celebrity chefs will go to your house and they'll cook for you.
I love that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, dinner parties are fine. I will say that I do have an issue when it's like...
Oh. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't you see the picture I posted?
Cheerios.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, we do this podcast, Serial Killers.
So you just went into your friend's pantry and took a box of cereal? And
I did. I did.
Cool.
Yeah. No, because he was in the kitchen, and I'm like, hey, do you mind if we take a picture? Because, I do this stupid podcast with serial killers. Like, serial killers? Because he thought we'd kill people. And I'm like, no, cereal, that you eat. He's like, yeah, take a picture. And he took a selfie, the whole thing.
I've had people, when I say that I do a show called Serial Killers, someone thought originally it was the podcast Serial. Do you remember that one?
I do. Yes, the one about the murders and whatnot. Yes.
So I was talking to my one friend about it, and then I brought it up again in conversation. And I was like, yeah, so this week we're doing Frosted Flakes or something. And the person was like, whoa, wait, what? What happened? And I was like, no. We eat cereal on the podcast.
Was it an accident in the Battle Creek cereal factory? Did someone get thrown at a wood chipper?
Maybe we should start incorporating... No, it would be fun. What? I know you're never going to agree to this, so I'm just throwing this out there for Serial Killers fans. If we did like a Friday episode where what we did was...
here we go.
Listen to me for a second.
Okay.
True crime is huge right now. Everyone loves a true crime episode. What if we did it with either true crime or abandoned things, where we just talk about it? Because let me tell you something, and eat cereal doing it.
People do all this stuff. It's got to be original. Do something original.
It is original.
It's not.
We both share a love of abandoned buildings.
There's abandoned sites, and there's podcasts about abandoned stuff. I'm not, because then we're going to talk about the same things, but you rip them off. No, I can't. Let's think of something else.
Well, Serial Killers fans, if we were to do Friday episodes, what would they be?
Oh, so we should do another podcast about something else other than cereal, like the bastard sister of serial killers.
At this point, yes, because we are known as the Serial Killers, Scott and Andy. If we go someplace, we are now a package deal.
Right.
So when we walk into a room, people see Serial Killers.
So when I post pictures on Instagram of just me, does that make you angry?
No.
Oh.
Because, again, we are a team.
Okay.
So, therefore, when we release episodes on Wednesday or Monday, when we start talking about something random on a Friday, people will be like, oh, I just like hearing them talk. That's why they listen to us talk for 40 minutes about poops and plungers.
Well, okay.
And also cereal. And then if we added a murder in there, people might be like, ooh, murder. I learned about this today.
Let's put a pin in it, and we'll think about it.
Put a pin in it?
Yeah, isn't that what they say?
Yeah, I guess so. Or we'll circle back.
Yeah, we will circle back to that idea. We'll see.
Because I've been listening to a bunch of Defunct Land. Have you heard of them?
No.
He makes YouTube videos and he also does a podcast, but he goes over like abandoned theme park ideas or just abandoned ideas in general. Like he went into a whole thing about Chuck E. Cheese's downfall. He did a whole thing about Animal Kingdom and how it was originally supposed to be called Beastly Kingdom and all that stuff. Super interesting.
Okay.
And they're like an hour long.
Cool.
He does a great job.
Great. So let's find something that we are passionate about.
Abandoned things.
No, Andrew, it's done. Something else. Stop signs. How about that?
What about stop signs?
I don't like when it's not a regulation stop sign. I'll pull up to it and go, that's not from the DOT. Somebody just put that there because it's not a regulation stop sign. It's either too small or it's the wrong font, and it makes me crazy. That's all.
Stop signs make you...
You know what? I want my podcast to be about street signs.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will support that idea. You know why? Because I feel like I could fall down a rabbit hole like right now.
Yeah. You know what? That reminds me. Look at this sign that I found, Andrew.
What did you find?
It's one of those signs. Here, street sign. Yeah, I saved it. Look at that. They had one job.
Photo enforced.
Look at it. The stoplight's upside down.
Oh, yeah, it is. That's funny.
Look, I'll hold it up if you're watching on YouTube. See? Photo enforced. Traffic signal. And it's upside down.
Yeah, that's
drunk.
Did you ever post that?
Probably.
You should.
I think I did. I posted it. You had one job.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a fan of signs.
Okay. I could get into signs.
Did you know that back in the day that speed limit signs were white on black, not black on white? Don't know why, but they were. Maybe I should investigate.
I do it and then bring it to the table.
But how is that a podcast?
Maybe we just do special interest Fridays where each of us comes to the table and teaches someone else about something.
Okay.
Because I could tell you about my favorite period of history.
What is that? The 60s?
The French Revolution.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what... Okay. The French Revolution
Croissants?
There were croissants because it was France.
Okay.
But it's all about the guillotine's origins. My favorite person of all time... Well, not favorite. He killed a lot of people. Robespierre. He's super fascinating. I could tell you a whole thing about him. I have a really good book about him.
Did he decapitate people?
He did. He's the creator of the guillotine.
What's his name?
His last name was Robespierre.
Oh, okay.
Fascinating. They need to make a movie or an HBO Max miniseries about him because he's that fascinating. Just hear me out on this one.
I'm listening. I'm just checking my parking meter.
He created his own religion, had everybody in France convert to it, changed France's calendars for 3 months because he was just that much in power.
So he was a cult leader.
Essentially, yeah. He built a papier-mâché mountain in the middle of Paris.
What?
And descended from it.
Okay.
Look it up. It's a real thing.
Okay.
And then the people in the government were like, Robespierre's going a little crazy these days, right? Let's get rid of him. And then they got rid of him.
But see, this is a long time ago.
And then he died by the guillotine.
It's like my daughter says, she's like, I don't care about stuff that happened 400 years ago. I want to know about stuff that's happening now. Like, they should only teach history from this freaking century.
False. That is the worst take I've ever heard. That is the most garbage take I have ever heard in my life.
Otherwise, history will repeat itself? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
What? What is that? What is that?
Yes, he does need to leave.
What?
It's so... You need to learn about the past.
Dinosaurs? Cares?
How do you not get...
Cro-Magnon man?
There's legit
Whatever.
something called fossil fuel.
Yeah, I know. That's oil.
So you don't learn about the dinosaurs?
You can just blow through it real quick. You don't have to do tests on it. Just say there used to be dinosaurs, now they're extinct, and move on.
But for people who are interested in that subject...
Right, then they could take dinosaur course.
Dinosaur course?
That's right. There should just be a whole course on dinosaurs, and that's it.
So archaeology?
They should bang through an entire century in one class.
They should not.
Until you get to like the 1940s.
Didn't you ever take a history class that you were fascinated with?
Fascinated?
Yes.
No, I just got through with by the skin of my teeth.
No, there's
got 65
so much
and lucky.
interesting history. United States history is so
I
fascinating.
enjoy it, but I don't want to go all the way back to the early 1800s with, civil wars and things.
So you don't
Who
want to
fought
learn
in the Civil War? America and who? I know, the Civil War I stopped. I understand it was North and South. America fought against themselves. That's what civil means.
Did you say North and South America?
No, of the United States, you dope. I know.
I'm the dope.
Yes.
I'm the dope. You don't
Yes.
even know what the Civil War was.
I do it. 1812, everything.
1812, everything?
That was the War of 1812. Not the Civil. No, those were two different wars.
They were.
I know that.
They were.
I know they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Just
Who was
saying.
the president with the Civil War?
Eisenhower.
I don't...
One of the Roosevelts.
How are you choosing to be this ignorant?
Truman?
How are you choosing to be the
What?
Civil War?
George Washington. Why do I have to know who the president was?
Because do you know
Jefferson.
what the Civil War was even fought over?
Thomas Jefferson.
What was the Civil War fought over?
Land.
North and South.
That's what I said. Confederates, the whole thing. That's right. Robert E. Lee. What an ass. He was a bad guy.
So the
right?
war that was fought over slavery.
Yes. That was a Civil War? It was Abe Lincoln.
Alexa, play the Logic Suicide song. I hate my life.
The Civil War was really a slavery war? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Scott.
All right. Thank you for schooling me. I don't remember. I'm telling you, I didn't do well in social studies.
This is why we need to make serial
I'm
killers
so sorry.
Fridays. We need to do serial killer
Fine.
Fridays.
That'll be
with a
history,
nice
lesson.
history lesson.
We'll call it history lesson. I'm sorry, Mr.
love it.
Campanelli. Mr. Campanelli was my favorite social studies teacher. He was my favorite teacher of all time.
Yeah.
And he was a good guy. I didn't do very well in his class, but he knew I had potential, and here I am.
Forgetting about the Civil War on a podcast that's going to be heard by a couple thousand people.
Although he called me Rockefeller because I used to pay people to do dumb stuff. I would hear, break this in the hallway. Here's $10.
You know what?
What?
That takes a skill, though. I
Yeah.
will say that much.
Well, that was my quote in my yearbook. It was like, a leader is somebody who gets somebody to do something they don't want to do.
That's, I feel like, also manipulation, but it's fine.
There was a quote from Thomas Jefferson, I believe.
Huh.
Yeah, the $2 bill guy.
I cannot believe you did not know.
If I thought about it, I would have figured it out.
I will find fun parts of history to bring to you because
So you want to do Friday history lesson? But it can't be this long. It
No.
cannot. It cannot.
No.
It's 10 minutes max. It's kind of like just a quick. It's quick. It's a
unless
quick
we
history
really like
lesson.
the topic and we're
You can
just,
test me on things. It's fine.
yeah, so this way we could do like, ooh, fun, like, ooh, and then if you like where the topic is going, then you could be like, oh yeah, keep talking about it.
I'm not very book smart. I'm street smart. I know things about things. It's
You
like
are street smart?
science. Yeah,
You're street smart.
that's right.
Literally the least I can't.
What? I know a lot of dumb things. I know
That's
things.
not being street smart.
Sure it is. I didn't learn it in books. So what else is there?
You and the word street smart should never be together in
Doesn't
the same
mean
sentence.
I'm a gangster. It just means I know stuff.
That's also not what I'm trying to say.
What?
Being savvy
Yeah.
and figuring things out on your own.
I can do that. Are you kidding me?
After you melt down, I can't stop it. I don't know how it works.
People come to
Literally,
me.
we brought this thing, and you were like, no, I can't.
People come to me for things. They say, "Hey, how do you do this? Help me with this." And I'm glad
Okay.
that I'm happy to help.
So that means you're helpful.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have street smarts.
It means I know things. I mean, they don't know how to do it. I know.
Okay, so that means you
Right?
know how to do something.
I know how to do things.
That's great.
Yeah.
We all do.
Okay.
That's great.
Maybe I know how to do more things than you.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, so there you
have
go.
a more lived-in experience. You know,
Right.
you have like 40 years on me.
No, I don't. You dick. Why do you say these things? It's not funny.
It's funny to me.
You have a gray hair in your beard. So.
I do.
So you're
and
old.
also on my sideburns.
Great, and you can't even grow a full beard. You got a patch, Andy.
Patch Andy?
Yeah,
Instead of Patch Adams?
that's right.
Who was in that movie? Robin
Williams' nose.
What?
The red nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
That's based on a real story,
I know it was.
which you might hear on Serial Killers History Lesson Friday. We need to have a better name for that. What would the name be?
I don't know, Andrew. We'll come up with that. You can't put me on the spot.
Bite-sized history.
BYTE?
Why BYTE? That's like tech.
Computers. Yeah. I don't know.
What?
Because then the computer geeks will listen to us just from the title.
So, okay. So you're already saying that a bowl chat is confusing to our
It
listeners.
is. It's very confusing. What is
Because
this?
we have to say it's the sister podcast.
That's right.
So then you want to create what I said was bite-sized Fridays,
Uh-huh.
BITE, to at least keep within an eating theme. And you
Right.
said, no, do the tech BYTE one.
Yeah, we could talk about computers every once in a while.
So we just agreed on a concept, and now that's not happening.
Then we'll only talk about the era of when computers were introduced.
So that's been a while.
Right, so that's a good time frame.
So you only want to do like 1900s history?
Sure.
Why?
Because I don't like older stuff than that.
You should know more about it. That's all I'm
Why?
gonna say.
We're here. That's it. I get it. I understand why kids are
The
like, why?
Renaissance?
Why? It's a fair upstate New York, right? Where they go on horses and they joust. The Renaissance Festival. What? What happened?
I can't.
I didn't pay attention to all that stuff, Andrew. I wasn't interested in it. It's not interesting to me. I don't care about old things like that.
Because you weren't taught.
I like vintage stuff from like the 70s, but I don't want stuff from like the 1670s. I don't care. Cares? Why do I care what happened then?
You need to care what happened then. That's the problem.
Why?
Because there's so much that happened in the past that helped shape the present.
I can't fill my head with all that.
You don't need to fill it. You just need to listen to it.
I know about some stuff.
Haven't you ever watched like an old historical documentary? And
I love documentaries. Yes, I have. But I don't know exactly about everything that happened in the past.
You don't need to. You just need to find something that you like within the past.
Well, that's why you can't get so frustrated with me when I don't know about the
Ancient
Renaissance
Roman
Festival.
history.
What?
Don't you like Roman history?
Definitely not.
The Colosseum.
Hell no. No.
Why?
I took a picture at it, but I don't care about it.
Do you know what happened there?
It's falling apart.
After almost like 2,000 years.
Yeah.
Or 1,500
Why don't they
years.
rebuild that thing? Stupid.
Why would you rebuild something that was built 1,500 years ago?
I'm obviously kidding, Andrew. But I just, whatever. Okay, that's great. I do like history. I do. It's nice to see things. But see, I'm not going to go on a sightseeing tour of like, oh, see, this is the whole thing. Like, so we went to Italy, and Amy's all mad because she's like, how could you not enjoy it? I'm like, it was okay, but I don't care about seeing all old stuff there.
But isn't it fascinating? Like, just take,
it
regardless of what you're thinking,
Yes.
regardless of what you're saying.
No different than the abandoned theme parks. That was a long time ago. It's nice to look at, right? That's cool though because it was more like in this time.
You will not.
What?
Here's what we won't do on this podcast. You will not compare an old Six Flags that's abandoned to ancient Roman ruins. That's not happening on this podcast.
Okay.
So you're telling me the pyramids.
That's Caesar, right? Salads.
You're telling me the pyramids.
Right.
To you, it's the same thing as seeing like an old theme park.
No, but I'm going to go by the pyramids and go, oh, that's cool. Click. And then walk away. I like it.
Aren't you just in awe that someone built this thousands of years ago? You walk down anywhere in the United States outside of going to maybe like a Native American reservation or anything else like that where it's really actual old U.S. history. Think about these buildings in New York City.
Uh-huh.
They were built maybe 100, 150 years ago. You go to Rome, the streets were literally built like thousands of years ago.
100, 150 years is about as far back as I need to go. That's all. What?
But aren't you just like even
Think
about
yes,
it?
it's fascinating that these things are still there. Absolutely, but I don't need to go on a sightseeing tour. I can look it up online.
But aren't you interested in like how they use plumbing?
Case in point, here. So not terribly far from my house. All right, like in the early 1900s when the automobile first was a thing. Okay, there was a thing called the Vanderbilt Motor Parkway or something like that. Okay, and there's 2 or 3 blocks not far from my house where if you go there, you can still see like the remnants of this old road that used to be there 100+ years ago. There's houses there now, but there's tiny little places. Like there's one part that's called like Toll Street or something like that because there used to be a toll booth there when this thing was there. So that's kind of cool to know that used to run through there. But I don't care about 500 years, 1,000 years ago. I mean, like, oh, look, there's a brick from 20 AD. Cool.
But like you go to Pompeii, that's legit like old from a volcano that erupted.
Okay.
Hundreds of years ago.
Okay. Fun.
I think if I were to give you a history lesson, I would just hope that I could use my teacher skills.
I've heard of all these
to
things,
break
Andrew.
It down and just give you maybe something. Like give you something that you could walk away with and go, huh, I didn't know that.
Look, right now I'm probably sounding like a giant idiot. I know about all these things. It's just not something I'm really interested in.
Because I just don't think that you're finding the right thing. Like for me, I would say like Rome, the ancient, like
wasn't built in a day.
It wasn't. You're right.
Yeah.
But
you know who told me that? Ring. My Ring doorbell.
It did?
When you set it up, it says that.
Huh.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Just a moment, please.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I set my parents' Ring up. I should remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the French Revolution. I took a college course, and the teacher was so good. Honestly,
Wait, hold on. Wait. You like elected to take a history class like that?
well, in college you have to take electives.
But why wouldn't you take something more current? Could you have?
I mean, this one. So again, for me, I'm more like I needed to get out of college. I was over school,
Right.
so I figured out the way
Oh, my meter's up.
to
dude.
kind of do it.
My meter's up. We really should go.
Okay. Well, I basically conned my way through college.
Okay. You know
and
what?
That's what I had to take.
Tell your history story. I'm going to bag up some cereal, okay? Go ahead.
We could just end it.
No. We'll explain that later. Go. I'm interested.
What? I don't really need to say much else.
No, tell me about your course that you took in college.
Oh, it was really interesting. It was just European history, and it was really, really fascinating. It went all the way from like old Europe to like all of a sudden having, all the way through World War II.
Right. Oh, that
She was a great-
That was a bad one.
That was a bad one. That was a bad one. Yeah, you got that one. Do I even want to ask maybe like what you know about it, or just keep going?
I don't want to do that. I might upset people. I definitely know things.
Okay, that's good. It's good to know things.
Yeah. Well, that's in 1900s, so I know about that stuff.
You know about it?
When it happened in the 1900s, I know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you know about World War I?
Yes.
What do you know about World War I?
Poland.
What was it started with?
Someone got mad. Threw a flaming arrow.
A flaming arrow started World War I?
Yeah. Dude, you can't ask me that.
You said anything 1900s, it's fair game.
Yeah.
So I asked you something about the 1900s, and you say now it's not.
Right. Who's on the $50, Andrew?
JFK.
Okay.
Nice try, bucko. Also, comparing me knowing who's on currency to actual historical events,
Yeah.
you don't know where the person is coming from. Also, you never let me see the cereals we're about to eat.
Did you want to explain what I'm doing?
Yes, so we're having a guest on. So we're
On
packaging it up. On serial killers.
Right. The main podcast.
The main podcast. So is it going to be next Monday?
It'll be next Monday.
Yeah, so next Monday we're going to have a really fun guest on.
Sorry.
Do you have to be so loud?
No, but the microphone is right here. It's at the table.
I mean, I could just go
No, don't. It's fine. Don't look.
I can see. How can I not look when they're in front of me?
Don't look. Go ahead. Explain.
Should I say who the guest is?
Can, of course.
Okay, so we have Ethan from Survivor.
Oh, another Survivor person.
Yes.
Cool.
Ethan won the 3rd season in the Survivor Africa. Then he was on the All-Stars season.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you know people from any other shows?
Let me think. Well, Michelle was also on the challenge.
Okay, but that's Survivor.
It's a double one. Michelle actually put us in touch. Thanks, Michelle.
You actually know somebody that was on Extreme Couponing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I wonder who that person is.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Who else do I know from a TV show?
I don't know. Explain who he is.
Oh, yeah, so
Ethan.
Ethan.
Okay.
He came out with a cereal bowl.
Oh, damn it.
So Ethan came out with a cereal bowl and is a big cereal fan. And so, yeah, Michelle, thank you so much for putting us in contact, and he will be eating cereal with us.
Cool.
On Monday.
So I have to send this to him.
Yes.
So you've noticed I have not touched any of it with my hand.
And it's on camera.
Yep, it's been very
Sealed.
Yeah, everything is sealed. And yeah.
This one looks good.
Yep.
I'm excited for that one.
All right.
Are you done?
I think so.
Great.
Are we done?
I'm done. If you like the idea for bite-sized Fridays, let us know.
No, I don't want to call it that though. It needs to reference what the podcast is. It's not bites. Okay, great. So it's a shorter podcast, but it needs to be something like History 101 or something dumb like that.
Or serial killers.
No, or Scott's an Idiot. Something.
Okay.
Or
say no more. I love that name.
Or we'll call it Book Smarts. I don't know.
Oh, I like that one.
Maybe. We'll see.
I like that one.
Okay.
And then I'll come to you with fun. But would you do some research if there's something in history that you like?
Yeah, from like the 60s and 70s and 80s.
You could go off on that.
Just say no, Andrew.
The DARE program?
No, that was Nancy Reagan. DARE didn't start till after that.
Yeah, but didn't she do it because of DARE?
No, hers was the just say no.
Oh.
Just say no was Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
Different Strokes, the whole 9 thing. Yards. By the way, did you see the live version of Different Strokes last week?
I don't understand what that show's about. I'm very confused. Not Different Strokes. Like, are they reenacting the pilot of shows?
They're reenacting episodes.
That's the dumbest idea ever.
Why?
It's like, so they're basically doing live theater?
Yeah, I think it's so cool. They did Facts of Life and Different Strokes. And I'm guessing they were pretty damn good.
Fun fact.
What?
Facts of Life. The one who played Someone on that show was on
Tootie?
Survivor. Yeah.
Tootie?
Tootie.
Kim Fields? No, it was Blair.
Yes, Blair was on the Facts of Life. She came in second.
Was played by Jennifer Aniston in the live version.
Wow.
How cool is it? How'd they get her? That's so cool.
Kim Fields was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Tootie.
Yeah.
I like Tootie.
Yeah, she got kicked off after one season.
Mm.
She didn't bring the drama like they wanted.
Well, you take the good, you take the bad, Andrew.
I guess that's the Facts of Life.
It is. All right, I think we should go.
All right.
All right, until we see you on
Do you have the bowl
Monday.
to do the clink?
The bowl. I got a parking ticket by now, so
I never even paid my meter, so I 100% got a ticket.
we might as well just keep going. Maybe I can get 2 tickets.
This is the podcast that never ends.
Oh, they
Yes,
don't
it
do that,
goes
right?
on and on, my friend.
They don't do that, right? If you get 1 ticket, you can't get another? Or
Yeah.
is it like a certain time frame?
No, I've never gotten 2 tickets in
Okay,
one
you
day.
can't leave your car there for 3 weeks. They'll give you more tickets.
Yes,
I
they'll
want to
give
know
you
what
one the next day.
But what is the time frame? Is it 24 hours? Is it 12? Like, what is it?
If you are a parking meter enforcer and you listen to this podcast, please let us know.
But
Have
it's
you ever given
different.
2 tickets
It's
to
different
the
in-
same
it's
car in the same day?
Different in every city.
Okay, well, we're talking specifically New York right now.
Okay. Thank you for listening to this exciting episode of Bold Chat, the sister podcast to Serial Killers.
Yep.
That's the podcast where we talk about cereal and we think inside the box.
That it is.
This podcast, we think outside the box, Andrew.
And then when we do our history lesson
We'll
one,
think inside the book.
I love that.
No.
I love that so much.
Okay.
That's going to be so much fun.
All right. We'll see you on Monday with an all-new Serial Killers with our buddy Ethan from Survivor.
Yay.
And then again Wednesday, and we'll just keep going forever.
And ever and ever.
Are we going to take a day off for the holidays or no? Right?
I mean, I would be down for it.
I think the listeners would get upset. They expect us to be here twice a week.
Okay.
And sometimes it'll be 3 times a week.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay.
All right.
So we're really like getting away from cereal. Pretty soon it's just going to be other stuff and not cereal.
Well, listen.
That's our bread and butter, Andrew.
But our bread and butter is slowly running out.
No, it's not. We the cereal forever.
Literally in the episode that aired this Monday,
Yeah.
you said...
No, I didn't. There will always be cereal, Andrew. New cereal will always come.
Specifically...
I said, how much longer you want to do this is what I said.
So it's on me.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't even like cereal. You need something new. You need something new. That's stupid. No, turn it off. All right, until we see you next time. Thank you for listening, and say clink, Andrew.
Clink! You're going to break that.
Over your head.
What?
Yeah.
That is the actual podcast, Serial Killers.
Hit it.
You hit it.
This?
Yep.
The red one?
Yes.
I'm scared.
Okay, do it.
All right.